Hello and welcome to the What Caregivers Need to Know video show by eCareDiary.com. I'm Susan Baida, the co-founder of eCare Diary, a website devoted to family caregivers caring for an elder loved one. I'm very excited to talk about a very important topic with respect to end-of-life planning, and we have Betty Karleski with us today from Pittsburgh, and she's here to talk about take charge of your life, take charge of end-of-life planning. The website that she has created with a very an excellent group of people who have a lot of experience with end-of-life planning. The name of the website is takechargeofyourlife.org, www.takechargeofyourlife.org, all one word. Betty is the vice president of the Take Charge Partnership, as well as a marketing and senior care consultant here in Pittsburgh. She has over 25 years of experience in senior health care. And the mission of Take Charge of Your Life is really to educate, support, and empower people to deal with end-of-life issues. These are not easy conversations to have amongst ourselves, much less our loved ones. But you can find out a lot more at the website. And Betty is here to talk today about some terrific videos that are on the site.
Right. Back in the year 2000, Bill Moyers had a PBS special on Our Own Terms, so that when you reach the point in life where your end of life is happening, that you can make those choices that yourself. And one of the things that we're very strong about is that choices will be made, and we want you to be able to make the choices and not someone else that doesn't know anything about you. So we are encouraging that you have conversations with your family and loved ones so they know what your values and wishes are if you can't speak for yourself.
And you have this great way of saying choices will be made.
Yes, they will. Choices will be made.
Whether they are by you
or someone else, or someone who doesn't know you from a cake of soap, you know. So.
Exactly. So how better than to prepare in advance and express to your loved ones what it is that you want once that time comes. Now, can you tell us about the different videos? You say there are different types of videos that address different types of conversations.
Yes, we've created 12 videos. We got a grant from the Department of Aging back in 2007, and we got local actors and local locations right here in Pittsburgh, and we recorded 12 videos, and each one is 1 minute long, and they cover areas such as hospice, and pain management and caregiver issues, and most importantly, advanced directives and end-of-life issues.
Terrific. Now, how are the videos helpful in getting that conversation started? Are they necessarily for people who are trying to get information from a loved one, or like an aging parent? Or?
You can actually do it in either way. My daughter is 38 years old, so when I see something on TV or in the newspaper that I know I would not want to happen in my life if I were facing end-of-life issues, I say to her, do you see that? No, 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 we're not doing that, you know, so that she knows how I feel when it comes time for her to help make decisions for me. You can, of course, write your wishes down. You can do an advance directive. There are very simple advance directives that you can pull off the web. And they can be the kind of Chinese menu checklist, I do or do not want this or that. But the other thing that's more important is choosing a healthcare surrogate who can speak for you when you can't speak for yourself. And they need to know how you would like things done so that they make the best choices for you and your best interest.
Does the site also help families deal with, so for example, maybe selecting a health surrogate is not an easy decision for that person because they have multiple children and maybe they're concerned about rivalries. Is that addressed?
There are issues that can come up with that. One of the things we always say is it doesn't have to be your daughter because she's the nurse. It doesn't have to be your husband. You can pick a friend to be your healthcare surrogate. What you want to do is choose the person who will speak to your wishes and values when you can't speak for yourself.
And hopefully that person won't be emotionally invested, so that's
right.
That
you want someone who's strong enough to make the choices and that will make the choices based on you.
Great. Great. Tell us about the living will. Now, you mentioned that there's, a series of questions that you can say yes or no to. What are some of those questions?
Well, you can decide if you want CPR or not. You can decide if you want blood products or a feeding tube, and you may want one and not another. And that just puts on paper how you feel about each of these different issues. But again, more importantly is having the conversation. There's a beautiful living will out there called the 5 Wishes, and it gets very comprehensive in terms of, I would like to have a chaplain with me, I would like to have soft music playing, I would like to have aromatherapy in the room. You can get very comprehensive or very simple.
Terrific. And those 5 wishes are available on the website, or the link, to the website about the 5 wishes. So, Betty, thank you so much for coming on our program today to talk about takechargeofyourlife.org, and what a great project, and so helpful to many of us out there who don't even know how to get started or have that conversation with our family members. So thank you again, Betty. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, take care.